What is up, everyone? This is SwordKing090 and this is going to be Operation Dome number 125, the 125th episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I are going to be encasing the entire world in glass and glass panes. I almost forgot what I was going to say. I was going to mix up Operation Bedrock and Operation Dome objectives. So, what is new? What is new? And what is new is that school is almost over. I cannot wait for it to be over already. And god dang, the weather is so weird. So, it is raining clear. Raining clear. And then if we go over to here, it's gonna be snowing. And also, there is a glass roof, as you guys know. And of course, it's not actually blocking out the weather. This is one of the things I want them to fix, but either that they're gonna keep it permanent or that they may fix it later. It just seems like they're not gonna fix it because we already got TU-35, and now that I don't think they're gonna fix it. This is just all too annoying. The purpose of us putting a dome is to actually block out the weather, but now it's not gonna be possible unless that they did not know about it, and because there's not many complaints against it, I'm guessing they're not gonna really do anything about it. It's not like I could turn off the weather because that includes going to host options, or I think you have to do something else, but I really want to keep this as survival as possible, so I had to leave everything here. It's just all so annoying, and it's even in a pattern that is so weird. Like, this area is not snow, but then we go to this area which is snow. They need a fix the biome so much. God dang it all, it just doesn't make sense. And yes, this is all a desert. This used to be all desert before we actually dug it up. Look at that, there is sandstone, one of the clear indications that it was a desert. I just don't like it, guys. I honestly don't like the weather, but I can complain about the weather all day, every day, till the end of days. It's just not going to change a single thing. So what I'm going to have to be doing in this episode is I'm going to actually have to go get some more birchwood so that we could get some planks or charcoal, my mistake, to smelt all of the sand to glass, and then we could continue on working on the roof. So there's that. I've already gotten myself some diamonds from the expedition. Let me go ahead and go all the way over here, and let me go take a look at the chest right here. We got a good 21 diamond ores. So at least we'll be able to actually fortune that up and then get ourselves a lot of diamonds to fix up all of my shovels. So at least we'll be able to use them for longer than just one use. I still love the update, guys. I'm never gonna let this out. I'm not gonna let this down. Is that I love the update. I love the Lapis Lazuli update. It just makes everything so much easier. Unless that you have to look for Lapis Lazuli, then I can understand why it could be a problem. But in Operation Bedrock, it is absolutely no problem. We have a chest full of Lapis Lazuli blocks. It's that much. I would say, well, if we were to put it all into ores or whatever, the little pebbles, then yes, we have a chest full. But we've been making them into blocks, or at least Diamond Noodle has been making them into blocks, and he's been using it for decorations, or at least keeping it safe. So if we need any more Lapis Lazuli, we'll be able to go to that chest and just, like, use it all. I just can't wait. I'm just so motivated to do Operation Bedrock once more once the summer is finally here, or at least summer break. We still got like another week and a half to go, but once it's here, then I'm gonna have to see how my work schedule is gonna be before I could at least try to do a live stream daily. Even if it's for a few hours, it still counts for something, right? It's just to show that I'm still doing progress, because I'm not gonna be standing still for the entire live stream. I'm gonna have to keep going. And if anything good happens, if I can make a highlight video, then that could actually be a thing where I just do a lot of jump cuts, just talking about what's been going on or things like that, just interacting with people who are in the Skype call or in the actual live stream itself. One of the things I'm probably gonna have to try to actually sync up well is my microphone into using Skype. I'm thinking it's already gonna be synced up, but relatively to the gameplay, I'm gonna try not to react so much to the gameplay so that if something happens and then I react to it, it's not gonna be like spontaneous or whatever, like instant. That's kind of my fear about doing the live stream when it comes to this. But I'm confident enough to know or think that the HD 60 Pro, the little, what's it called, PCI hardware to actually connect your desktop itself, I believe it's going to actually do justice. It's actually going to do very well when it comes to live streaming in real time, because I can actually look at the preview video on my computer right now. I'm looking at my computer that everything is flawless, or at least everything just syncs up so well, because on the actual external PVR, the thing is that it'll actually have a delay, like a 3-second delay. So whatever happens that I do right here, then 3 seconds later it'll happen on the preview. And Elgato actually came out with an HD. Whoa, god dang you, fly! Go away, fly! This fly has been in my room and it has not bothered me up until now. It just literally smacks me in the face. God dang it, I don't like this fly. This fly is annoying now. I rarely ever get flies in my room, and now I get one fly and it's just bothering me. Oh well, what was I saying? Elgato actually has a brand new HD60S, and you are able to actually get real-time playback and real-time like live streaming. So it's an external that allows you to have seamless live streams, so that whatever you do is exactly how it is displayed. Of course, if you were to go to Twitch or if you were to go to YouTube and live stream there's going to be that delays. Understandably, there's going to be that delay, but when it comes to actually seeing what's going on in real time for your view, then it will do its job. And I actually want to buy that, because if I want to actually like do a different recording, or at least go on to a different type of console, then I'll be able to do so. So that it could be an option if I'm able to actually record from the Nintendo Wii or Nintendo GameCube. I don't know what the external like connections are to it, but if I'm able to actually live stream on my older consoles, then I'm definitely going to buy it. Unless perhaps Elgato wants to sponsor me, nudge nudge, wink wink please. I would actually enjoy using it, so that I don't actually have to be bind to my actual desktop to actually do a recording. Like if I want to do recording to my friend's house, then I don't have to like lug my desktop over there. I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it if I have to, because you don't need an internet connection to actually record off to your desktop. So that could be a thing. And also, it will actually allow people on laptops to live stream well with the 60S Pro or 60 Pro S, whatever it's called, HD60S. It gets confusing, guys. When you say Pro, you're talking about the PCI board. But if you're talking about non-Pro, then you're talking about the external. So if I accidentally mix it all up, I do apologize for that. I cannot wait for the summer. I really can't. I cannot say this enough. I just cannot wait. I want to do more collaborations, and I have been doing more collaborations, surprisingly. I have recorded some, but I have not gone around to actually edit it all together, because I'm gonna have to sit back, edit it all together, and then upload it, even if it's actually gonna be a later time than everybody else that has their own recording. But as long as I'm able to actually upload my own version, then I'm very happy about that. I'm just so happy that I got to meet these guys. These guys are awesome. I'll tell you the names right now, because I've already been friends with Bolts the Clown, but then I got to meet Captain Rage-tastic, I got to meet Crocs Plays, also Tuxedo Dude, and I'm trying to remember the name correctly. I'm trying to remember the Gaming Moose. I really hope I said that right, or the Moose Gaming. Like, it's just however you want to say it. Depends on how you like to say it. That's just one of the things I get confused, honestly. So I want to say the Moose Gaming, and I think that's actually correct. If not, then feel free to correct me. I apologize if I mess up on your name. But I got to meet these people, and these guys are pretty cool, honestly. We played a little bit of Murder Mystery, we played a little bit of Hide and Seek and Tag. I just had a lot of fun playing it, and I'm always up for another recording. Just for the fact of the matter is, it's all together fun. I get to actually record my perspective, and whenever I get around to it, then I can actually upload it. I'll probably have to look for some music to go along with it. But I'm just very happy that I'm able to use XSplit to actually do local recordings, so that I could actually record a Skype call, and then I could do my Audacity recording, and I'm just gonna have to sync it up, and then from there, that's where the commentary goes, and that's where the gameplay goes. I'm just gonna do a lot of jump cuts, because there are some moments where we take a lot of breaks, or that nothing is going on, and I just don't want to drag on the recording as long as possible. So in some of the recordings, there's gonna be a lot of jump cuts if nothing is happening. Just don't want to keep you guys just waiting until something happens. Well, of course, with a group commentary, at least we'll be able to have a lot of people speaking at once, and then it just all get together well. It's just a lot of fun, guys. It's just a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, I would not know how to actually make Operation Dome fun if I were to do some live streaming. That's the kind of thing. Like with Operation Bedrock, I could easily kill the withers and I could easily kill the wither skeletons, and that's something to do on live stream. But for Operation Dome, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Unless you're absolutely fine with actually watching this type of gameplay where I'm just cutting down trees, or if I'm actually just looking for sand and then I'm just talking to you guys, maybe that's actually fine as it is. I always second guess myself, and I really need confirmation from people. So if you have actually listened this far to the video, let me know whether or not if you just don't mind just watching this type of gameplay. Of course, that if you like these commentaries as well, then maybe that I'm just overthinking things. I look for feedback. I honestly look for feedback. Not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 100th, and 20th. I actually look for the actual comments and I respond to them. It's just a lot of comments I've been getting. It's just first through 10th and then first view, second view. I really just want real comments. Because all the other comments of first, second, third, I'm just going to ignore them. And just, if they don't have anything to discuss or if they don't have anything to say, then I just don't want to actually respond to that. Even if it sounds mean, but I really look for feedback and I really look for real comments to actually answer to. That is, of course, if like there's 10 people asking the same exact question, I'm just going to go ahead and respond to one, and then hopefully everybody else who actually sees the comment will see the answer to that comment. And yes, I've been actually cutting through the air because the fly was trying to actually get into my food. God dang it, I don't like this fly. This fly is bothering me. And I wanted to eat the rest of it too. God dang it, I won't... I don't know, I'm just being a little bit of a germaphobe, but now that the fly has been on my food, I'm like, god dang it, I'm gonna have to cut a portion of that food away so I just don't get sick, because I have no idea where that fly has been. I honestly don't. And now that fly has been on my food, it's contaminated my food. If I had like a big portion type of food and it actually landed on a corner, I will cut that corner off and then just throw that corner away. But if it's on the middle of the food, that's just more of an annoyance. Really it is. I can understand why people don't like it when a fly flies into their soup, because you can't really get rid of that. You can't really get rid of a portion of the soup, so there's nothing you can really do but to ask for another bowl of soup. When's the last time a fly has ever landed in a bowl of soup? Because quite honestly, that rarely ever happens. And it kind of sucks working at a fast food restaurant too, whenever a customer comes in and claims that there was a fly in their food, yet there was no flies in the restaurant at that current time, and also there's just no credibility or there's no proof that it came from us, because for all we know, the person could have actually gotten the fly somewhere and just plopped it onto the food, came back to complain and get a refund or to get free stuff out of it. It happens, people. It didn't happen, like, what was I gonna say? That it has happened before, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen in the future. A lot of people go out of their way to cause a big scene or actually get a lot of free stuff out of it. But the only thing that we can do is just replace the actual side that has been affected. We don't replace a whole meal, we only replace the little side item. But other than that, I really have nothing else to say. It's just mainly that it's just a countdown. Every day is a countdown before we finally get to our summer break. Once it's all here, I'm gonna have a lot of fun just relaxing, sleeping in. My god, I've been wanting to sleep in for so long. I only could be able to do that on my days off, but even then it only works if it's actually on the weekend, because I work on weekdays and also I go to school on weekdays. So once summer break is here, I'll be able to stay up a little bit late and just sleep in. It's just going to be all so great. I'll be able to catch up on my sleeping schedule, and as well as that, I'll be able to be well rested on a daily basis. I just can't wait. That's just one of the more of the greater things I'm looking forward to this summer break. I wonder if I could actually live stream being AFK on a iron golem farm. I wonder how well that would be. Like, people expect something to happen, but it's like, sorry, I'm asleep right now. I'll come right back. And then people just chat in the chat logs or whatever you want to call it in a Twitch chat stream and just listen to the music, and as well as looking at the gameplay of myself going on an AFK station. And as a lot of iron golems are falling, people count how many iron golems has fallen, and as well as that, more or less, that may be entertaining to see as well. I don't know. Maybe if I could actually find something to do, or even actually have my friends be on the live stream and they'll just talk whatever they want to talk about as I am asleep. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Maybe even one day I'll actually work to actually do a 24-hour live stream. See how much my computer can take. Speaking of which, I'm still deciding on actually buying a brand new computer, but I gotta save up a lot of money for that because it's not gonna be cheap. It's gonna be at least $4,000 because I'm gonna go all out because I want to use that computer for the next 5 years. It's kind of funny because the next year I'm pretty sure that they're gonna actually have more products to like be better than the ones I actually bought. That's just a lovely side of technology, just like with the HD60S. Or the Elgato HD60S, because that came out about a good 2 months after I bought the HD60 Pro. I'm like, god dang it, why didn't I wait then? But then I realized, like, hey, if I actually waited then I probably would have actually been more insufferable due to the fact that I had to deal with the I'm not knocking down the product. I am not knocking down the product or the company themselves, but with the HD Hapag PVR2 Gaming Edition, I've actually had some problems with it. Some days it just didn't want to start up, and some days it did. Like, for example, like I wanted to make a video on a certain day because I had to make a video, otherwise I wouldn't have a video uploaded, but it just wouldn't start. I restarted my computer, I put a hard reset on the hardware, it just wouldn't work for that day. I was absolutely frustrated out of my mind out of that moment. And then the next day, it worked fine. It worked perfectly. There were no problems whatsoever. So it just really picks and chooses which day it actually wants to work or which day it doesn't want to work. So that's where the frustration ends. With the HD60 Pro, I have yet to really have any problems. The only thing is that a little bit of a hint, if you're going to start recording, do not say anything for the first 5 seconds because it has to load up. If you actually do anything, then it'll actually either go out of sync with your recording or that it's just going to glitch up at the first few seconds. The only problem and complaint I probably have is that at some point it does desync, which I had to fix the audio if I actually have music or sound effects going on in the background. It will desync at times, which I sync it up, well, most of the time. This is why I play without sound, so I don't have to worry about that. The soundtrack that you hear has already been pre-recorded, and that's where I just slap it onto the soundtrack that you hear whenever I do a jump cut. So when I do a jump cut, then it just seems like the music doesn't actually do a jump cut itself. It just continues on going. But now I'm actually going a little bit longer than I should have, which I could actually explain more in Operation Bedrock, because that's a good topic for me to talk about. But until then, this is going to be the end of this video. The fly's back. He's already all over my food at this point. I'm just going to throw my food away. This is why I don't like flies. I just don't. But in any case, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. Till then, have a great day, everyone. Let's see what I got here. Well, pretty good. I already got like 7 stacks already. Well, have a great day, everyone. I'm SwordKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.